Hello and welcome to Ecoholics. Today we are going to understand a very interesting and unique economics term which is called as conspicuous consumption. Conspicuous consumption was a term which was given by Thorstein Veblen and the major objective behind that was to understand and observe the consumer behavior. So Veblen identified that there are certain people in the society who have a practice of showing off their economic standard by purchasing certain goods and services which are either very luxurious or they have a prestigious association engaged to them, or they are very expensive and have the perception of high quality, high-end goods. Now, why exactly is it done and why did Veblen find it out? So, let's understand it. Well, so Veblen said that there are certain people in the section of the society who like to show off their economic power. These can be people, individual businesses and entities who would practice this purchasing of goods and services which are very elite, which are very high-end, which are very expensive and luxurious. Okay, and why do they do that? To show off their economic power, not to vanquish any actual generous need that they have or any actual requirement that they have. Okay, for example, people purchasing great amount of jewelry and people purchasing luxurious bags, luxurious clothes, luxurious branded shoes, accessories and other things. Everything which is luxurious, elite, high-end and expensive is something that fits in this category. Okay, then what do they want to do? Veblen said that these people want to differentiate themselves from others in the society, in the economy. They want to set a standard that we are status apart, we are class apart than others, and that's why they do it. But a very important thing that all economics students should note is Veblen is talking about this being a practice, because this is a consumer behavior. So someone who, let's say, if we try to elevate our incomes, okay, or we say that, okay, when I'll achieve this amount of income or when I'll earn this much amount of income and I'll end up having these many savings, I'll purchase that luxurious watch or that luxurious necklace or that luxurious shoes. It is not an act of conspicuous consumption, because this is not a practice that you have. You're not spending every time just to purchase something or just to showcase. This is a desire that you have and it will not be coming under conspicuous consumption. So when you understand consumer behavior and delve deeper into consumer behavior and the psychology of consumer behavior and preferences, you will understand that consumers, a section of the society, a section of these consumers have or showcase their preference and their behavior as a practice where they would buy such luxurious items just so that they can show off their standard. Okay, and this is a practice, and that's why it's called as conspicuous consumption, because this is not a real consumption. Consumption usually happens where there's a need associated to your willingness to pay. Here, willingness to pay overpowers the need, and probably there is no underlying need. The only need that the consumers would have is to show off, not associated directly with that commodity, with that luxurious branded commodity. Right? And that's why this is what is conspicuous consumption. So make sure that you know what is conspicuous consumption is and what is not. What is not? something which is not a practice, it is not a habit, it is a once in a time thing where you are collecting some money, you're collecting some savings, and then you're purchasing some branded item. That is not a Veblen good, or that is not an effect of conspicuous consumption. You are actually purchasing it because there is also an underlying need associated to it. You're going to use it also. But here, in terms of conspicuous consumption, there is zero utility sometimes. Zero utility. For example, let's say that just to showcase how involved a person is in art and culture, and to show off their friends and their maybe society members, they would purchase a very luxurious painting or a very luxurious piece of art. Okay, what is the utility of it? To showcase the status, to showcase the prestige associated to it. Technically, there is no utility associated to it if you look at from the perspective of direct consumption. People who are going to be consuming goods, okay, let's say if there is a great artist who also is a, let's say, painter, or who's a great sculptor, that person purchasing from their hard-earned money some artifact or some luxurious item or some sculpture is not under conspicuous consumption, because that is something that was a desire and a need for attending to their cultural and artistic interests. But as a practice, to just associate with luxury items so that they can, the people can associate with prestige and social status, is called as conspicuous consumption. So I hope that this term is clear to you all. I'm going to come with more such interesting terms for you with examples. Till then, stay tuned to Ecoholics.